Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the Weekly Comic Book Roundup. We're making our way through the Marvel and Image Hall, so we're going to keep on going. Starting off with Avengers Assemble, number 4. So, where we left off, Shang-Chi had started looking into what was going on around the first mission of the Avengers Emergency Response Squad, and discovered that a heist had occurred, which had been basically overshadowed by uh, with Sin's appearance in Germany. And so the issue opens in on the border of Latveria and Lichtenbad. Victorious, Doctor Doom's former herald, is punching the energy barrier that Doom had erected after becoming Sorcerer Supreme. In New York, the Emergency Response Squad is actually pretty much all accounted for at the mansion, and so Monica Rambeau explains that there's a mission, and Cap passes on the intel he's gathered. Him and Shang-Chi have gathered that all of their missions have been used to hide a theft. German whale oil, Kingsport hooch, wax shavings, with Cap thinking it's the serpents. And so Cap asks if there are any alarms that they're drowned out by Victorious's actions. Hawkeye states that 2 gigs, not far apart, but far enough. And Cap suggests that they break the squads, with Shang-Chi and Cap opting to chase the serpents. And Monica and basically some of the other more powerhouse members dealing with Victorious. But and so the powerhouse squad shows up at the Latvian border, and they try and talk to Victorious. Meanwhile, in Atania, Cap, Shang-Chi, Wasp, and Night Thrasher, I think also Hawkeye, are dealing with the serpents, squad, society, whatever. The name changes with pretty much every appearance they have. But Victorious is not victorious, and in fact, she is. The Avengers managed to talk her down. And in fact, get her to. And in fact, she looked at, says, that Victoria shouldn't let Doom make her a monster, and she can start by reclaiming by taking back her face, as Doom had ordered her to conceal her face. I'm guessing after the failed attempt at marriage between her and Doom, which they were, as far as I know, never actually married. It was because it was discovered that Victoria slept with Johnny Storm. But and Victoria says she will no longer seek entry into Liberia. It'll be a long time. She'll spend a long time considering what is right to seek. And Victoria flies off. Monica's not exactly enthused about letting her go, but with the power that Doom's got in Liberia, she'll take the win. Also, when but Victorious manages to undo the damages she has done to the neighboring countries. But in Atania, the Serpent Society surrenders, and the Avengers there agree that that Surrender's full of shit. It's all a ploy, however, to attack the Avengers with Titanoboa, their monolith, and the rest of the squad, or the society, led by Pit Viper, and apparently the Serpent's Tears, which they've been working on, not complete, and basically toss a vial at the Avengers' feet, and, well, of course, the idea was it was aimed at Shang-Chi, but, well, Cap ain't one to let someone else jump on a grenade, and he becomes a serpent. But the tears are, explain, the tears are a compound toxin, part possession, part gene therapy. They bring holistic ruin to the cells. In other words, there's no Steve Rogers there anymore. What remains of Captain America now serves the serpent. And that is where the issue ends, with the transformation of Cap into Cap Snake. Doesn't really have the same ring to it as Cap Wolf, but oh well. Interesting. It's actually the overarching story with the Super Society taking maybe not center stage, but close to center stage. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got West Coast Avengers #2. Where we left off, Iron Man's West Coast Avengers initiative is not exactly off to a great start. Member Blue Bolt is an abrasive jerk and constantly and it seems to cause as many problems as he solves. But Spider-Woman's been brought in as well, and Firestar has agreed to join the team. But the issue opens with Spider-Woman on a sewing away on a chopper. It's bringing weapons. It's basically shipping weapons, or carrying a shipment of weapons. Spider-Woman attacks the chopper pilots, but they still manage to land on a container ship. But Iron Man and the rest of the West Coast Avengers back her up, and turns out though that these weapons were stolen for a somewhat familiar face, the Grand Director, or I don't know, or the Great Director, basically Hydra Cap. Turns out that Blue Bolt, when he went by Kilowatt, was a member of Secret Empire, and while Hydra Cap doesn't have a shield, it turns out that all those excuse me, all those Wolverine skeletons that Orcus had, he reforged the adamantium from one of them into a pair of Screama sticks, which he's actually quite talented with. He's as good as with those as Cap is with the shield. But his henchman managed to launch a rocket at a cruise ship, and so the Avengers break off dealing with Hydra Cap, and they save the people on the cruise ship. The container ship was in fact stolen, and the weapons managed to. While the Coast Guard found the ship, it did not have the weapons aboard. And Tony's just wondering if the team is working, and asks Ultron this. With Ultron stating that the point of doing good is not to be rewarded for the attempt, but the noble act of helping. But apparently Firestar's on her way eventually, and she arrives, having had to get towed there. Her classic bug didn't really feel up to the trip, but she still wanted it in California with her. But we also get some information about the initiative for basically making parolee supervillains on paroled into Avengers, and kind of if they serve their or supervillains that are potentially could be seeking parole into Avengers, and how basically it's supposed to help with rehabilitation and perhaps also with decreasing the prison population. But Firestar shows up in her costume. Ultron welcomes her to the team, but so I say she's got some problems with robots from previous superhero operations, namely her undercover operation into Orcus. And she asks why Tony and Rhodey are trusting Ultron in the first place, but the answer is that it's complicated. Though Rhodey adds that they trust Ultron implicitly. But apparently they don't trust Firestar enough to give her the complicated story. And at least Spider-Woman is curious about this. However, there's an earthquake, and another Ultron takes over communications in the region. Basically, the Ultron that's been basically making a cult out of with terminally ill, making terminally ill people into robots. And the Ultron on the Avengers team, upon seeing this, says, "No hyperbole, I don't know that guy." And Firestar just kind of thinking she quits. And that is where the issue ends. Good issue, It'll be interesting to see how if Firestar stays on the team and what how this new Ultron is dealt with, and what problems it poses for the Ultron that's on the team. But moving on to our next book, our last book, in fact, we've got Iron Man number 3. Where we left off, the Stark Enterprise, Stark Solutions, I believe, is what it's currently known as. Board has been offered a buyout offer has been offered on the table from Roxxon, and a lot of the board is actually kind of keen on it. Though it should be pointed out that a lot of the board members largely keen on it are the ones that are that were installed on the board by Phelan. But Tony's not. But the issue opens with Tony dealing with a AIM enforcer. I don't remember the name of the character. But while Monica Rappaccini and Justine Hammer are making their pitch to basically get the votes of a majority of the board, but Tony has a speech threatening, making a point of Stark Unlimited, not Stark Solutions, Stark Unlimited. But he does make some threats to the board members that were installed by Phelan. But seems that the board is largely in agreement to accept the merger, and Tony ends up fighting with Justine Hammer's Ironmonger. And creates the giant and uses the giant sword for the cover to deal with her. But they're told that among things that's been revealed are that there's a silent partner. Roxxon has a silent partner for the merger, with Dr. Druid being a somewhat of a go-between. And so it seems initially that Belasco, former Lord of Limbo, is this particular silent partner, but he's a go-between for the go-between. And also that it's more a case of Drew is a thrall of Belasco, and Belasco made an agreement with the silent partner. But Melinda May pulled a gun on Justine Hammer. Tony disarms her, but basically the partnership that among the perks that are being offered are wealth beyond comparison on Earth, and then untouchability for beyond that. But yeah, the board is eager to accept the offer. But Tony has some thoughts. And saying that the fundamentals of the offer. The offer achieves scale, but they're just not seeing what that. They're just seeing what that means all wrong. The kind of scale, Belasco and Roxxon's kind of scale, brings you and brings them a problem. Maybe an Avengers problem, definitely an Iron Man problem. And they're about to dominate energy markets, arms markets, and apparently soul prison markets. So basically making a global threat, the kind that Iron Man always stops. And Iron Man told them he'd stop them. But Iron Man offers up the Mysterium in his armor, the Mysterium armor at least. And all of the board members installed by Phelan will resign. But the offer is accepted, and it seems that the Stark-Roxxon merger has gone on, has occurred, but Justine Hammer gives Tony her her Ironmonger medallion, saying that he's the Ironmonger now. That is where the issue ends. Interesting. Interesting. Good issue, though. But, anywho, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.